talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This defense for the Commanders, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Eckler again, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Man open left side. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Ends with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. And from down in Miami, an update. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Herbert now. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss is there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now back to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have the learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Luongo now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pitch it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, here's Gibson again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Once more, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. But now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Rolling to his right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul.